150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Langhorst Field here on the campus of Elmhurst University as we bring you Blue Jay Lacrosse. This morning, the Blue Jays, looking for that elusive first win of the season, will take on the Firebirds of Carthage College. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark Kruger. Delighted to have you logged on to BlueJayTV.com. It is Senior Day here at Langhorst Field, and this morning, the Blue Jays of Elmhurst University are going to be recognizing the two seniors on the team, Rosita Hepperly and Cassandra Perez, and we'll get to that in just a couple of moments. Blue Jays come in with a record of 0-9, 0-3 in the CCIW. Meanwhile, the Firebirds 8-6 overall and 1-2 in the CCIW. It is a cool, crisp Saturday morning. 40 degrees. Winds coming out of the east, 10 to 12 miles an hour. So in other words, from left to right on your monitor. It feels like it's 33 degrees. It is a chilly Saturday morning here at Elmhurst University. And we are just about ready for the pregame ceremony, Senior Day, here at the park. And for that, let's go to our public address announcer. Drea Cannon will be conducting the ceremony as the teams are coming out onto the field. Let's listen in to Drea Cannon.
Starting first is number 21, Rosita Hepperly. Rosita is a one-year member of the Blue Jays. In May, she is graduating with degrees in Human Resource Management and Marketing. After graduation, she plans to work as a social media marketer or digital marketer at a company in Des Moines, Iowa. She is accompanied by her parents, Joe Hepperly and Paula Piper. And finally, number 22, Cassandra Perez. Cassandra is a one-year member of the Blue Jays. She is graduating in May with a degree in business accounting. She plans to continue studying for the CPA to become an internal finance analyst. She is accompanied by teammate Gracie Eastman. Let's have one last round of applause for the senior members of the 2023 Elmhurst University Women's Lacrosse team.
So there you have it, the two seniors, Cassandra Perez and Rosita Hepperly, the two seniors being honored here on Senior Day before the ball game here between Elmhurst and the Carthage Firebirds. Two undefeated teams in the league. Carroll is 4-0, and the University of Chicago is 3-0. Carroll does not play today, but the University of Chicago is at Illinois Wesleyan. Illinois Wesleyan is 2-1 in the CCIW. Only two teams that have yet to win a conference game, the Elmhurst University Blue Jays and the Augustana Vikings. And the Blue Jays will be taking on the Vikings this Wednesday night here at Langhorst Field. That is a 6 o'clock start. We'll have that one for you as well. The Blue Jays are also in action on Monday night when they travel down to Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan. So the Blue Jays after today, after this morning, will have two more games. Monday at Illinois Wesleyan, and then they'll finish up the season Wednesday here at Langhorst Field against Augustana. And again, we will have that Augustana game on Wednesday night. That is a 6 o'clock opening draw control. Meanwhile, after today, Carthage also will have two more games. On Tuesday, they will head over to Naperville to take on the North Central College Cardinals. And then on April 29th, Carthage will be at home against Illinois Wesleyan. The April 29th game, a week from today, that'll be a 1 o'clock opening draw control. And now we're asking for everyone here at Langhorst Field to rise as we listen in to our national anthem.
The College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin and all of its members promote good sporting behavior by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at student athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. Before we begin, we ask that you please stand if you are willing and able and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
So, your three officials for this morning's game, Timothy Likes, Stephen Polson, and Donald Newell will be your three arbitrators here this morning. The Blue Jays in the home white jerseys with the Columbia blue numbers. Meanwhile, the Carthage College Firebirds in the traveling black with the red numbers and the white trim around those red numerals. Carthage starters being introduced, and we will tell you them right now. Alessandra Almendarez is the senior goalkeeper for Carthage. She has allowed 141 goals, has 123 saves, save percentage of .466 with a record of 7-4. Izzy Ramols, a senior defender. Hannah Kim, a freshman defenseman. Elizabeth Oda is a senior mid. Kylie Higgins is a freshman mid. Sydney Kuyeva, sophomore defense. Kaylee Wagner, also sophomore defense. Emma McDonald, sophomore attacker. Maddie Burney, watch out for her, a fifth-year attacker. She had a really good, she had 6 goals against Lake Forest earlier this season. So she is definitely a one to watch out for. Piper Lefevre is a freshman attacker. Hannah Kohlert is a junior defense person. And watch out again for Rachel Harris, senior midfielder. Rachel has 46 goals to lead the Firebirds. Meanwhile, for the Blue Jays, should note that Gracie Eastman, sophomore midfielder, who is the leading scorer for the Blue Jays, she has 15 goals. She is out today. She's out with an injury. So the Blue Jays, they'll have Karina Salmon, sophomore goalkeeper, in goal. Karina and Savannah Sanis have been split in time in goal. Salmon with 210 minutes, Sanis with 218 minutes. But this morning, Karina is in goal. She's allowed 57 goals. Goals against average, 16.29. She's had 43 saves and a save percentage of .430. MC Brown, sophomore mid. Jack Vanoni, freshman defenseman. Kendall Sheppy, basketball player for the Blue Jays. She's a sophomore attacker. Junior attacker, Jalissa Diaz. Michaela Armstrong, defense person. Sophomore, also a basketball player. Shauna Koslovich, freshman. Andrea Mertland, freshman mid. Mertland has 6 goals on the year, so let's see if Andrea can get one in the back of the net here this morning. Marissa Masato, Savannah Sanis, and then the 2 seniors, Rosita Hepperly, senior defenseman, and Cassandra Perez, a senior attacker. The starting lineup for interim head coach Maria Trevino. Second year as a grad assistant coach. First year as the interim head coach. Played collegiately for 4 years at Benedictine University in Lisle. As I mentioned, 40 degrees out there today. Piper Lefevre and Andrea Mertland out there at midfield for the opening draw control. Cloudy Saturday morning, cool 40 degrees, and we are about ready for NCAA Lacrosse. The Blue Jays of Elmhurst, the Firebirds of Carthage. Scooping it up here for the Firebirds is number 8, Kylie Higgins. So the Firebirds technically win the opening draw control. 4 15-minute quarters here in women's lacrosse. 90-second shot clock in play as well. Opening possession of this ball game for the visiting Firebirds in the traveling black jerseys. Elmhurst with I was going to say a depleted bench, but it's not even a depleted bench. It is a non-existent bench. So they are in a zone right now. That first shot, and the goal is good for Carthage. And that's number 19. That's Piper Lefevre, the freshman attacker. For Lefevre, her 42nd goal of the season. She is second on the team in goals scored behind Rachel Harris. It comes with 14 minutes and 18 seconds to play here in this opening period. The Blue Jays average 3.1 goals per game. Carthage, 13.5 goals per contest. Blue Jays coming off of a loss here on Wednesday night against North Central, losing 17-0 in a shortened weather situation. They stopped play in the third period and decided to call the game right then and there. Meanwhile, Carthage coming off of a 17-4 loss against the league-leading Carroll Pioneers. I mentioned earlier, Carroll 4-0 in the CCIW. This is the 7th meeting between these two teams. Carthage has won all of the previous 6 meetings. Pass intended for Lefevre. She couldn't quite get there, but it is scooped up, however, there by Rachel Harris. Again, she is the leading scorer for the Firebirds. Now here's Lefevre. Pass into the crease area, turn and shoot. Elizabeth Oda, the senior mid, scores, and it's 2-0 Carthage. Lefevre gets the assist. This comes with 13 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in this opening period. And for Oda, it is her 33rd goal of the season. So you've got Harris with 46 goals, Lefevre now with 42, and Oda with 33 goals. Pretty good offensive attack for the Firebirds. So it's Lefevre and Mertland on the third draw control of the game, and this one is going to be won by the Firebirds, picked up by Rachel Harris. Harris working down the far sideline now. And again, should mention the Blue Jays without any bench players. All of their players are out on the field right now. You'll see number 13, Shauna Kozlovich, wearing a helmet. Going through concussion protocol. Really surprised on the women's side that they are not all wearing helmets. Curling around into the crease area, trying to get off a shot. Good defense by the Blue Jays. Of course, on the men's side, they all wear helmets, but on the women's side, it's just the goalkeepers. And another goal here for the Firebirds as they take on, well, they score the third goal early on.
Carthage goal by number 15, Emma McDonald.
Emma McDonald, the sophomore attacker, getting in on the action, and it's now 3-0 in favor of Carthage. McDonald from Maplewood, Minnesota, Tartan Senior High School. And it's 3-0 here with 12:29 left to play here in the opening period. And again, it's Lefevre and Mertland on the draw control here. And it's scooped up by the Firebirds. Last time these two teams met here at Langhorst Field, 25-0 was the final score. That was back on April 13th of last year. Maddie Burney had 6 goals for the Firebirds in that game. Elizabeth Oda had 4 goals in last year's game. Draw controls last year, Carthage had 24. Elmhurst had 3 draw control wins. Turnovers last year, Elmhurst had 28, Carthage had 18. Ball down on the ground. MC Brown scooping it up, getting the ground ball as she throws it back to the goalkeeper, Salmon. Salmon working for an outlet pass here on the near side and gets the one bouncer to Cassandra Perez, who lost it. And now it's back down to the ground, and Perez picks it right back up. Now it's down on the ground again. Nobody wants to possess it here. Still down on the ground. Kendall Sheppy had it there for a second. Sheppy trying to pick it up, and now it's going to be picked up by Carthage. This is Hannah Kohlert. Bringing it down here, the near side. Number 22 makes the move to the middle of the field. And now she'll backpedal and pass it off. 10:38 to play here in the opening period. If you've just logged on, 3-0 in favor of Carthage. Carthage in the league 1-2. The Blue Jays 0-3. Kohlert curling around, worked on defensively by Kendall Sheppy. Now they bring it here to the near side. Here's number 7, Elizabeth Oda. Has a goal already, does Oda. And a save by Salmon. Salmon with a quick outlet here to the near sideline to Perez. Having trouble picking it up, but now she possesses and passes it off to Michaela Armstrong. On the run is Jack Vanoni. Vanoni still going, now pivots. Gets double teamed and loses control of it, and it's picked up by the Firebirds. Firebirds now on the attack, crossing midfield. Ball down on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Rosita Hepperly. Hepperly gets by a couple of Firebirds and loses control, picked up by Emma McDonald. And now the Firebirds have some numbers here. They get it to the middle. Blue Jays are back defensively, though. We are approaching the 9-minute mark of this opening period. 3-0 in favor of Carthage. Piper Lefevre with a goal, Elizabeth Oda with a goal, Emma McDonald with a goal for the Firebirds. Pass into the crease to Oda, and the save by Salmon. Carino with a couple of nice saves. Nice outlet pass there to Kendall Sheppy. Vanoni loses it down on the ground, and it's scooped away by the Firebirds. Carthage will wait and get set up here. Swinging around behind the net. Now they're going to come out here to the near side. Oh, Lefevre made the move into the crease area. Nice pass to her, but she couldn't control it. And now Salmon with an outlet pass here to Perez. Lost, and it's picked up by Oda. And Oda back to the point here for Carthage. And they work it behind the net here. 7:42 left to play here in the opening period. Sun trying to make its way through the clouds here on this cool Saturday morning. Again, game time temperature of 40 degrees. Happy Earth Day, by the way, to everybody out there. April 22nd. Ball down on the ground. We got a whistle. They want to reset the shot clock. They get a fresh 90. The Firebirds restart it. They'll go behind the cage here. Shannon Heitschmidt. Now here's Oda. Harris gives it up, and they work it around the perimeter. The Blue Jays staying back defensively. Ball down on the ground in the crease area. Oda had it, and she had it stripped away. And it's scooped up by Sheppy. Now she has it down on the turf, and Carthage gets it right back. Sheppy had the steal, But then she lost it, and Carthage got it right back. Now Oda here in the near wing. Up ahead to Rachel Harris. And again, Carthage working it around. Just over 6 minutes remaining. We are in the opening period, 3-0, Carthage. Of course, Carthage out of Kenosha, Wisconsin. Beautiful facilities up there, including where they play basketball, Tarbell Arena. Pass into the crease area. A lot of congestion there now, and it's going to be picked up by Hepperly. Had it. She lost control of it to Carthage. Boy, Carthage getting a lot of the ground balls, a lot of the 50-50 balls here early on. Blue Jays trying to get a stop here, trailing 3-0. 5:24 to play here in the opening period. Getting deep in now, the crease area and the shot and the goal by Elizabeth Oda. Nice cut by Oda, and she scores her second goal of the morning. It comes with 5 minutes and 11 seconds to play here in this opening period. Kylie Higgins, the freshman midfielder, will get credit for the assist. But a nice flash by number 7, Elizabeth Oda, the senior mid. Higgins found her, and the catch and shoot by Oda, her second goal of the morning, and a timeout taken by the Blue Jays. For Oda, that is her 34th goal of the season. Timeout taken here with 5:11 to play here in the opening period. Rachel Harris, she is pretty much the leader in a lot of the categories for Carthage. She has 68 points, which leads the team. Piper Lefevre has 48 points. Harris with 46 goals. Piper Lefevre with 42 goals. Kylie Higgins leads the team in assists with 25 going into this game, so she just picked up her 26th assist of the season. She leads the team in assists, but Harris has 22. As far as shots go, Rachel Harris leads the team with 91. And Harris has 28 ground balls coming into this game. Piper Lefevre with 27 ground balls coming into this game. As far as the Blue Jays, well, Gracie Eastman, who unfortunately is not playing today. She's out with an injury. She did not play on Wednesday against North Central College. But Gracie, with 17 points to lead the Blue Jays, she has 15 goals, 2 assists, leads the team in shots with 36, and has 17 ground balls. Andrea Mertland has 6 goals, 20 shots, 18 ground balls. Jack Vanoni has 22 shots, 13 ground balls. Kendall Sheppy has 13 ground balls and 21 shots for the Blue Jays. Firebirds back out onto the field. The Blue Jays still in their huddle, getting final instructions from interim head coach Maria Trevino. Team manager for the Blue Jays is Kennedy Westerfield. Interim head coach for the Firebirds today is David Budzes. His assistant is Connor Luppink. Blue Jays a year ago went 1-12, 0-6 in the CCIW. Carthage last year had a really fine season of 16-3 and went 5-1 in the CCIW. All right, Lefevre, Mertland on the draw control here. 5:11 to play here in the opening period. 4-0 in favor of the Firebirds. This one is kicked, and it's going to be scooped up by the Firebirds. And on the dead run here on the near wing, that was picked up by Sydney Kuyeva. Here's Heitschmidt. Heitschmidt will jog it behind the cage here for the Firebirds. Leading 4-0. A pair of goals by Elizabeth Oda. Piper Lefevre with a goal. And the other goal by Emma McDonald. And that's where we're at right now. Oda with the ball now. Blue Jays are sitting back defensively, not applying a lot of ball pressure. And as a result, Carthage is getting deeper and deeper, and another goal. It's now 5-0 in favor of the Firebirds. Take another look at it here. You see the movement away from the ball. Shannon Heitschmidt will get credit for the goal. Heitschmidt is only a freshman. 5'4" out of Chicago. Went to Marist High School, former Red Hawk. So the freshman gets the goal and gives the Firebirds a 5-0 advantage here. Lefevre and Mertland on the draw control here. Wind shifting a little bit. Started off out of the west. Now it's out of the southwest. And it's picked up by Lefevre. Lefevre passes it to Higgins. Over here to the near wing to Rosie Nolan, a freshman mid. Now back up to the point is Harris. Rachel Harris, again the team's leading scorer, has not gotten involved offensively as of yet. As we are under the 4-minute mark of this opening period. Blue Jay Lacrosse live from Langhorst Field. Beautiful field on the campus of Elmhurst University. Overcast Saturday morning. There's the flash by Rachel Harris, the catch and the shoot. And the shot, I should say, but it was a little wide to the left. Carthage and another nice move in the crease area by Elizabeth Oda, but her shot went over the top of the crossbar. Oda retains it now, flips it over here to the near wing to Harris. Harris directing traffic. And now gives it up. And that shot is wide to the right this time. Oda, she had the catch and shoot, picked it up off the ground, took the shot, and Salmon with a nice save for the Blue Jays. 2:50 remaining here in this first period. Perez now gives it up to Mertland. See if the Blue Jays can clear it here and get a shot off. Mertland, cross midfield, gives the pass off to Sheppy. Kendall worked on by Lefevre. Sheppy now on the move. And gets shoved out of the crease area and the ball down on the ground. It will be restarted here by the Blue Jays. Savannah Sanis. Vanoni trying to create some space. And now behind the cage is Sheppy. Kendall now in the far wing. And we've got a whistle and a foul against Carthage. So it'll be Elmhurst here in the restart. Sheppy on the pass to Armstrong, the two basketball players. Armstrong back to Sheppy. Kendall couldn't quite handle it. Carthage close to picking it up off the ground, but Sheppy got it right back. Shot clock is at 7. And it's taken away, and Carthage has the ball. Turnover by the Blue Jays. Ball is centered and off the one bounce. It's passed forward. Here comes Carthage. Quickly on the attack to the far wing area. Pass here to Oda. Oda to Harris. Harris thought about taking the shot, but a whistle. Free position situation, 8 meter for Harris and the Firebirds. There's the whistle. Harris comes in, takes a shot. Salmon with a nice save. Beautifully done by Karina, much to the delight of this Blue Jay crowd. Boy, that is not easy. Mano-y-mano. There's a catch and the shoot and the score for Carthage. It's now 6-0.
Goal by number 18, Maddie Burney. Assisted by number 8, Kylie.
Maddie Burney getting the goal. Mentioned the big game against Lake Forest earlier for Burney. That was back on March 29th. She scored 6 goals against Lake Forest, winning 16-7. Here she scores a goal. Another assist by Kylie Higgins. .48 seconds remaining here in the opening period. 6-0 Carthage. And again, the Blue Jays do not have any bench people. So all the players are going to have to log every single minute for the Blue Jays this morning. Lefevre and Mertland on the draw control, and we've got a whistle, and it's going to be awarded to Carthage. Here's Oda now, quickly making the move, passing it off to Higgins. Higgins trying to spot Heidschmidt in the crease area, but it's picked away by Salmon. Karina read that play beautifully as she stepped in the passing lane and got the pass. Well, here it's picked off, and now Carthage with Salmon out of the crease area. Now the ball goes down on the ground, and that gives the opportunity for Karina to get back into her goalkeeping position. Blue Jays ahead to Sheppy, penalty against the Firebirds. So it's going to be Elmhurst ball here on the restart. And that is the end of the opening period here from Langhorst Field. It's been all Firebirds. Carthage leads it 6-0. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to Langhorst Field, Senior Day here at Elmhurst University. Pre-game ceremony recognizing the two seniors on the Blue Jays team, Rosita Hepperly and Cassandra Perez. 6-0 Carthage at the end of the first period. Our two seniors, by the way, Rosita Hepperly is graduating in May with a degree in Human Resource Management and Marketing. After graduation, she plans to work as a social media marketer or digital marketer at a company in Des Moines, Iowa. And Cassandra Perez will also be graduating next month with a degree in business accounting. And she plans to continue studying for the CPA to become an internal financial analyst. So congratulations to the two senior Blue Jay members being honored before the game this morning. So Andrea Mertland, you see her at midfield, will be going up against Piper Lefevre here on this draw control to start the second period. 5 different Firebirds in the scoring column in that opening period. 2 goals by Elizabeth Oda. And it's 6-0 Firebirds here as we start the second period. Official getting the ball ready. There's the whistle. And the Firebirds win that draw control. Higgins on the run here as she passes it behind the net. And we are underway here in the second period. Mark Ruger, glad to have you with us here on BlueJayTV.com. Cloudy, cool Saturday morning, 40-degree temperature at game time. Boy, we have had some tough weather lately here for Blue Jay lacrosse, both the men and the women. On Wednesday, the game was shortened because of the weather on the women's game. And last Saturday, the men's game, we had a 1 hour and 22-minute weather delay in that game. Carthage now behind the cage as they bring it out to the far wing area now. Lefevre now makes the move. Passes it off here to Harris. Bit of a weave here. Boy, the Blue Jays have really packed it in defensively. You can see the Firebirds getting close to the goal area. Patient, 49 seconds still to go on the shot clock. Breaking free, Shannon Heitschmidt. And we've got a whistle. Looks like we're going to have a yellow card issued here. I think Mertland is going to be the guilty party here. And that'll give a free position shot here. This will be the 8-meter situation for Heitschmidt. Mano-y-mano against Salmon. So Andrea Mertland is out. Here's Heitschmidt taking the shot and getting it for a goal. So a person-up situation here and a goal by number 2. Shannon Heitschmidt, her second goal of the morning. And it's now 7-0 Carthage. 13-18 left to play. So Mertland will get back into the game after the goal. 7-0 in favor of Carthage. Should mention other action in conference play in women's lacrosse in the CCIW. North Central is at Augustana today, and University of Chicago is down in Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan. And now, wow, we've got some, do I dare say, snow showers here? It's kind of a mix between snow and rain coming down here at Langhorse Field. Wow. And again, the severe weather continues here at Langhorse Field. Wow, this is incredible. This is April 22nd, isn't it? Usually temperatures should be in the 60s. But we have got what appears to be a mix of rain and snow coming down now. Ever so slightly, though. As long as we don't see any lightning or anything like that, we'll play on here at Langhorst Field. Looks like the precipitation has stopped momentarily. Here's Higgins now. Passes it off. Lefevre looking. Tried to get it into the crease area to Harris. Rachel couldn't quite handle it, but she hustles and gets the ground ball. Lefevre passes it into the crease area to Elizabeth Oda for the goal. Oda gets the hat trick. Lefevre with the assist. Third goal of the morning for Elizabeth Oda. It is her 35th goal of the season.
Goal scored by number 7, Elizabeth Oda, assisted by number 18,
Actually, that's Maddie Burney with the assist. You'll see Burney with a beautiful pass right there to a wide open Oda, and Elizabeth with the catch and shoot for her third goal of the morning. And a nice pass again by Maddie Burney. Burney, a fifth-year player out of River Forest, Illinois, went to Trinity High School. So it's 8-0 now in favor of Carthage. 12 minutes and 15 seconds left to play here in the first half. And that draw control was won by Burney as she switches sticks with Hannah Kim as Kim comes off the field. Here's Burney at the point, now gives it to Harris. Higgins holding, now passes it off. Here's Lefevre on the dead sprint. Shoots and scores. So it's now 9-0 in favor of Carthage with 11 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in this first half.
Carthage goal scored by number 19, Piper Lefevre.
Here you'll see Lefevre, after she catches it, just a dead sprint into the crease area, and she gets it down low left past Salmon for the goal. Piper Lefevre, who scored the first goal of the game with 14 minutes and 18 seconds left in the opening period, scores her second goal here with 11 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first half. So Lefevre with 2 goals, Oda with 3 goals for the Firebirds. Draw control won by the Firebirds. It's Rachel Harris in possession. Sprinting back into the near sideline here, Shannon Heitschmidt. And Heitschmidt has it now behind the cage. Brings it out here to Burney. To Lefevre, now on the far wing. Nothing there for Burney. Here's Harris on the move. Harris has yet to score. Again, she's a leading scorer for the Firebirds. Higgins will pass it off now to Lefevre. Lefevre to a streaking Harris, and she scores. So there it is. Harris with her first goal of the morning. Lefevre with the assist, and it's now 10-0 in favor of Carthage. Nice pass here by Lefevre, and you see Rachel Harris. Boy, nice catch. She had to reach behind her to get that as she sprinted into the crease area to get her first goal of the morning, her 47th goal of the season for Rachel Harris. 5'6" senior from Fishers, Indiana. She went to Hamilton Southeastern High School. So Carthage up now by a score of 10-0. The highest offensive output of the year for the Firebirds was a 23-goal performance against Augustana last Saturday, beating the Vikings 23-7. They have 10 goals here so far, and still plenty of time left here in this second period. Curling around and taking the shot, Rosie Nolan gets the goal. It's now 11-0. So Rosie Nolan gets in on the action. She's a 5'4" freshman from Chicago, went to Mother Macaulay High School. You see her curling around. She had Heitschmidt to her left for the potential pass, but instead decided to make that curl move, and she got it by Salmon for the goal to make it 11-0. See the numbers there in the upper left-hand part of your of your monitor. 8:44 left to play here in this first half. Bernie now taking the draw control for Carthage against Mertland. And Mertland gets the draw control. Nice job by Andrea, stretching to getting the ball out of the air. Mertland flips it off to Vanoni. Pass to Sheppy now. Sheppy, nobody guarding her. And now they finally close out on her. Nothing there for Sheppy, and she retreats. Ooh, nice pass. Michaela Armstrong with a nice cut in the crease area, but she couldn't come up with the catch. And so the Blue Jays are going to turn the ball over to Carthage. Right idea. Just Armstrong couldn't catch it. And now it's Carthage on the attack. Down the near sideline here, Heitschmidt. Heitschmidt got by Perez. And she will bring it behind the net here for the Firebirds. Carthage will spread around the offense as they work it around the perimeter. Bernie in possession of it now as she holds. Looks for a screen. Passes it back to Higgins. Higgins into the crease, spins, shoots and scores. 12-0 now. Carthage with the lead. 6:52 left to play in this first half. Kylie Higgins with the goal. Watch it here. You'll see Higgins. Nice spin move right there. And that spin move created some space and got it to the left-hand part of the goal. Got it by Salmon. See a running clock situation here now with the score 12-0 in favor of Carthage. Higgins, only a freshman, 5'3" freshman from Huntley. Went to Huntley High School. She's from Algonquin. Firebirds win this draw control. Far wing, and now they get it here to Lefevre. Now it's Harris, and Harris will walk and settle down the offense. Coming into the game, number 5, Hannah Kim for the Firebirds. Lefevre and Piper Lefevre on the move. And a whistle, and let's see, what's the call? It's going to be against Elmhurst, so it'll be Carthage. Free position situation here is Piper Lefevre, and she passes it off. Ball is going to roll out of bounds. It should go to the Blue Jays here. Well, maybe not. Okay, it's going to be Carthage on the restart. Here's Bernie in possession for Carthage. Bernie makes a move into the crease area, takes the shot, and it's just wide to the left. Boy, nobody closing out on her, so Maddie is like, well, if you're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it, but it was wide to the left. 12-0, Carthage with the lead here. 4:27 left to play in the first half. Ball down on the ground and scooped up by Mertland. Blue Jays in possession here. Mertland spins as Elmhurst trying to clear, getting checked, and there's the push foul. Elmhurst restart on the one bounce to Perez. Perez scoops. Well, she does not possess it here. Thought she was going to scoop it up. Now she finally does and gets it poked away by Oda, and the ball going to go to the Blue Jays. Kozlovich has the ball right now, getting instructions from one of the... and a penalty, and Elizabeth Oda is out. Penalty against her, apparently. So, person up situation here for the Blue Jays. Coming into the game, Kaylee Wagner for Carthage. Losing the ball there, Vanoni, as the Blue Jays had an opportunity there with a person up situation on the penalty by Elizabeth Oda. But now it's Carthage in possession here. We are just over 3 minutes left here in this first half. It's been all Carthage, 12-0. Just about at their scoring average for the year. They average 13.5 goals per game. Penalty over for Carthage, both teams. Full strength here. Oda. Ooh, she was open in the crease area. Salmon, though, making the nice catch, and she's got it right now for the Blue Jays. Getting hounded behind the cage, so she passes it and gets right back to her goalkeeper position as she passed it off to Hepperly. Hepperly losing control of it, though, in the corner. Now it's Carthage on the attack, trying to take advantage of the turnover. Shot, ball down in the ground, and scooped up by Carthage. That was Bernie getting the ground ball, and Carthage will reset the offense here. Under 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Heitschmidt still in possession. Surveys the situation behind the net. And now finally gives it up to Higgins. Higgins on the pass to Oda in the crease area. Her catch and shoot was wide to the left. And the ball is going to go to the Blue Jays here. Reset the shot clock for Elmhurst. Here's Hepperly. Hepperly lost control. Oh, nice job keeping the ball in play by Heitschmidt of Carthage, but it's Elmhurst now in possession. Pass down on the turf. It is picked up by Michaela Armstrong. Sheppy trying to possess it for Elmhurst right at midfield, and it's going to go to the Blue Jays as it went out of bounds. Sheppy with the pass. And pass intended to Kozlovich. And the ball going to go to Carthage. Clock continued to move here. 30 seconds remaining here in this first half. Bernie on the dead sprint up the middle. Passes it into the crease area, and the shot and the goal. Bernie with the assist, the goal by number 21, Amber Moser. That's the end of the first half. So the final goal of the first half by Amber Moser, a senior defenseman, gives the Firebirds a 13-0 advantage here at halftime. Take a break, come back with third period action. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
Are you ready for one of life's greatest adventures? You'll find one at Elmhurst University. The Elmhurst experience is getting to know each other.
We know this is the biggest step of your life so far, but we are here to take it with you.
Much like life, your college years will be full of adventure. The best part is, we're here to guide you through it all.
I knew as soon as I stepped on Elmhurst campus that this was going to be my home for the next 2 years. It sounds so cheesy, but it's so true. You just know.
As you move through the application process, you'll become best friends with your advisors. They will help you answer questions about financial aid, scholarships, campus life, and class schedules.
Elmhurst will call me every week about the financial aspect of it and about helping me see which credits would transfer over. Just believe what you see because the people really care about you here.
The college search is all about finding the right fit. And by the time you arrive on campus, we're confident you will feel like one of us.
When I was looking at other colleges, it just didn't feel like people cared and wanted you there the same way that when you came to Elmhurst. They just really wanted you to be there and to learn and grow, and I felt like I would be comfortable coming here.
The Elmhurst experience is joining our Blue Jay family for life. Our Blue Jay family welcomes you with open arms. This is a place where you belong and are comfortable to be yourself.
What we promise to do is to create the learning environment for you that allows you to feel like you belong, that allows you to feel like you can be your best self here.
When you get here, the fun begins. Orientation and move-in days are campus-wide celebrations. Classes start, and you'll begin to form your Elmhurst network right away.
The goal of First Year Seminar is to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. It's an instantaneous way to have a niche at Elmhurst.
Being a place of welcome, a place of belonging, that every student at Elmhurst belongs not just in college, but at Elmhurst specifically.
Anything you need, we're here to help. Because that's what family does.
I could just tell that there was that sense of community, and it just feels so natural and like a home. Obviously, the teachers and the professors and everything that we have here for education is amazing, but it's how I feel here that makes it even better.
The Elmhurst experience is learning from the best. The academic programs of Elmhurst make the country's best of lists every year. Choose from 70 majors and 15 pre-professional programs, or challenge yourself intellectually in our honors program.
The honors program helped me understand the real-life impact of what I was learning in the classroom by actually taking me there.
Another important opportunity for our students is to be able to do research and then be able to present their research at national conferences.
We believe that relationships between our students and our faculty and staff is at the core of the experience here. We place a great emphasis on being partners in our students' success stories and in their educational experience. And we feel that that's the best way to experience education and to be transformed, is to feel like you're on this path, but you're not alone.
You can trust us to prepare you for relevant, emerging careers in our evolving world.
One of the other benefits of an interdisciplinary degree is that you have access to the faculty and to the departments across the campus. So rather than being just in one primary department, suddenly you have faculty and mentors from art and from English and from computer science.
The Elmhurst experience is exploring your passions outside the classroom. Elmhurst is more than a place to get a great education. It's where you can have a great time. Explore more than 100 student activities, clubs, and organizations.
So I've been involved in lots of student groups on campus. It's a really fun way to meet people, but also to give back.
Check out a game or two. With 20 NCAA Division III teams, there's plenty to choose from.
I ran at Elmhurst. During that time, I studied abroad in 7 different countries. I think that really speaks to the Elmhurst experience. There are ways to be involved on campus. There's ways to still compete at a high level, but I was still able to do some things because I went to a place like Elmhurst that supported me to go and see the world and do other cool things as well.
The Elmhurst experience is preparing for the future.
We believe that a strong liberal arts foundation, enhanced by professional preparation, will best educate our students as citizens and leaders.
Our campus resources help you to be the best student you can be and land the best career opportunity in your chosen field. Your time with us is designed to prepare you for a rewarding life after graduation.
When students go on to graduate and go on to live amazing lives and do things personally and professionally, their fingerprints are still all over this institution.
We know your Elmhurst experience will be iconic because it's customized for you and by you. So the question is, what will your Elmhurst experience be?
Defend yourselves. Make yourselves known. Always.
Welcome back to Langhorse Field as the third period is underway on this draw control. Lefevre and Mertland, and it's picked up by the Firebirds. And as you can see on your monitor, the hail / rain / snow has returned. Man, 40-degree temperatures, and I don't think the players are too much in favor of playing in these conditions. Blue Jays get it back to Salmon here. It is 13-0 in favor of Carthage, just underway here in the third period. And the hail has returned here. Kendall Sheppy picking it up off the ground here for the Blue Jays, looking for their first goal of the game. Into the crease area, Sheppy now, and a free position here for Sheppy. She's going to pass it off here. In that first half, the Blue Jays had just one shot in the first half. Carthage had 23. Draw controls, Carthage won 12 of the 14 draw controls. Salmon had 4 saves in the first half for the Blue Jays. Mertland will pass it on out. Sheppy makes the move, splits a couple of Carthage defenders, tries to scoop it into the goal, but it is deflected and knocked away. Elizabeth Oda had 3 goals in that first half for Carthage. And again, I mentioned this a couple of times in the first half. Gracie Eastman, the leading scorer for the Blue Jays, is out with an injury. She is not playing, so the Blue Jays do not have any reserve players. So all the players out there are going to log every single minute of this game. Lefevre takes the shot and scores. Lefevre now with 3 goals. She's got the hat trick, and it's 14-0. Comes with 12 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the third period. Piper Lefevre now with her 44th goal of the year. And again, her 3rd goal of the game. She had the very first goal of the game with 14 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the first period. Her 2nd goal came with 11 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the 2nd period. And now she scores here with 12:35 to go in the 3rd to make it 14-0. And got ourselves a running clock situation here as the precipitation has stopped momentarily. Mertland and Lefevre, and Vanoni had it, and now it's going to be picked up by Mertland. So the Blue Jays win that draw control. Mertland triple teamed in the midfield area, and it's knocked down on the ground. It's picked up by Carthage. Swarming, smothering defense by the Firebirds, and right around midfield, and they get the ball back here. Here's Emma McDonald here on the near wing. McDonald will bring it behind the net. Carthage by a couple of touchdowns here. It's 14-0. Here's Lefevre now, has the 3 goals. Her and Oda each with 3. Rachel Harris now. Harris making the move, takes the shot. Ball down, and Salmon finally scoops it up here for the Blue Jays. Salmon, the outlet pass here to Mertland. Mertland getting bumped. Try to pass it off to Sheppy. Sheppy picks it up off the ground. Kendall nowhere to go, gets double teamed. Nice pass there to Mertland around midfield. Mertland with a nice spin move to advance. Pressure from behind, and now she passes it off. Into the stick of Vanoni. And Vanoni will pass it off to Mertland. Elmhurst now setting up its offense. See if they can get a goal here. Here's Mertland now. Mertland has 6 goals on the year for the Blue Jays. Trying to get into that crease area, defended by Harris. Mertland takes the shot, and the save that time by Almendarez. Alessandra has been quiet. She hasn't had much work to do this morning. First shot on goal by the Blue Jays there. Second shot of the game for Elmhurst. And Lefevre will wait till her teammates settle offensively. Now she makes the move. Here to the near wing. Passes it behind the net here. On the near side. Nice move by Harris in the crease area. She shoots and scores. Rachel Harris scores for the 2nd time this morning. It's her 48th goal of the year. And it's 15-0. So Lefevre will get her draw control stick, and she'll line up against Mertland here. 8:17 to play here in this third period. It's been all Firebirds. Carthage, as I mentioned, came into this game with a conference record of 1-2. Their one win in conference was against Augustana. Their two losses in conference against Carroll and the University of Chicago. Two undefeated teams in the league, Carroll and University of Chicago. And by the way, Carroll will be at the University of Chicago on Wednesday night. That will undoubtedly be for the conference championship. We got a whistle. And this one is going to go to, well, they're going to keep it here. It's going to be Carthage ball. They reset a fresh 90 seconds on the shot clock. So again, a big game for the conference on Wednesday night. Carroll at University of Chicago. Two undefeated teams will battle it out on Wednesday night. We will be back here on Wednesday night as Elmhurst will take on Augustana. Final game of the season for the Blue Jays. That'll be a 6 o'clock opening draw control, so we hope that you will be logged on Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Hopefully we'll have nicer weather on Wednesday night. It's been brutal here the last couple of lacrosse games. Oda got free there for a second in the crease area. The ball goes out of bounds to the Firebirds here. 6:45 left to play here in the third. Ooh, Birdie got free in the crease area, but they didn't get it to her. Oda now picks it up off the ground and a whistle. It's going to go to Carthage here on the restart. Fresh 90-second shot clock. Oda will restart it for the Firebirds. Passes it off to Burney. And again, the Blue Jays without any reserve players, so they're going to have to, all those players out on the field, they're going to have to log the minutes for the rest of the game. 6:10 to play here in the third. Rosie Noland scooped it up off the ground, gives it to Burney. Burney passes it off to Lefevre. Lefevre shoots, and it's high and to the right. Boy, Piper Lefevre, good athlete, only a freshman. Crystal Lake, Illinois, went to Prairie Ridge, and looks like we got another goal here to make it 16-0.
Carthage goal scored by number 18, Maddie Burney, assisted by number 2.
Maddie Burney will get credit for the goal. For Burney, it's her second goal of the morning. The assist goes to Shannon Heitschmidt. So Burney with the double goal game here this morning. She scored a goal in the final moment of the opening period. Scores again here with 5.5 left to play here in the third. Mertlin and Lefevre on the draw control here with 4.5 to play here in the third period. Vanoni picks it up here for the Blue Jays, so Elmhurst wins this draw control. The pass to Mertlin. Mertlin now on the dead run. Mertlin with an opportunity. Oh, but she has it taken away. It goes to the ground, picked up by the Firebirds. Ball down, and a Carthage player goes down. That's Izzy Ramol, senior defender, and she pops right back up, and she restarts it here for Carthage. And we got a whistle here, and it's going to be Carthage ball here on the restart. That's Hannah Kim on the dead sprint. So Hannah Kim with the free position here with a chance to get her name in the scoring column here as she goes mano a mano with Corina Salmon, the goalkeeper for Elmhurst. Kim comes in, takes the shot, and scores. So Hannah Kim scores the 17th goal of the morning for Carthage. It comes with a little over 3 minutes to play here in the third. Hannah Kim is listed as just 5'2", a freshman from Aurora, Colorado. Went to Smoky Hill High School. So Hannah Kim in the scoring column. And it looks like the Firebirds are going to call a timeout here. So a timeout taken by Carthage with 2:37 left to play here in the third. And again, we got a running clock situation here. So both teams going to their respective huddles here. 3:07 left. The goal by Hannah Kim gives the Carthage Firebirds a 17-0 advantage. Elmhurst trying to avoid getting shut out for the third straight game. As I mentioned, Carthage averaging 13.5 goals per game. They are allowing, the Firebirds, they're allowing 11 goals per game. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays are allowing 14 goals per game on average this season. And so, again, the Blue Jays will head to the road on Monday down to Bloomington to take on Illinois Wesleyan. That's a 4 o'clock opening draw control Monday. Then on Wednesday, it'll be the Blue Jays' final game of the season as they'll take on the Augustana Vikings back here at Langhorst Field, and we'll have that game for you live at 6 o'clock. Opening draw control, Blue Jays and the Vikings. So tune in on Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, for Blue Jay women's lacrosse. Wind continues to howl from the west, southwest at 10 to 12 miles per hour. 40-degree opening game time temperature. Lefevre and Mertland at midfield for the draw control. Mertland takes it, and the Blue Jays win that draw control. Mertland passes it off to Vanoni. Vanoni looking for an outlet. Now she finally passes it to Hepperly. Hepperly dropped it down on the ground. It's picked up by Vanoni. Vanoni will bring it here to the near wing. Still holding. Not much movement offensively for the Blue Jays. Vanoni spins, takes the shot, and it is wide to the left. Blue Jays retain possession here. 1:43 to play here in the third. Sheppy couldn't quite catch that one. Down on the ground. A lot of congestion, and it's picked up by Carthage, now dropped. Nobody in possession of it yet. Now, finally, it's Carthage in possession, and that's Hannah Kim that comes up with it. Hannah scoring just a moment ago. Ahead to Oda. And Elizabeth will come here to the near wing to set things up, wait for her teammates to arrive. Harris surveying the field here at the point. And Harris jogs it over here to the near wing. Looking to pass to Lefevre, and now she finally does. Here's Lefevre. Back to Harris. Harris with a pass into the crease area, and it is Burney that comes up with the shot and the goal. 18-0. Third goal of the morning for Maddie Burney. So 3 goals this morning by Elizabeth Oda, 3 goals this morning by Maddie Burney. Also 3 goals by Piper Lefevre. And that's the end of the third period here from Langhorse Field. It's been all Carthage. 18-0. We'll head to the fourth. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to Langhorse Field. Happy Earth Day to everyone out there. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. We thank you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. Carthage and Elmhurst women's lacrosse. 18-0 Firebirds as we head into the fourth period. Special thanks to Ashley Lilterberg, our producer-director, our engineer, camera operator, our audio coordinator. We thank her for her efforts here this morning. Elmhurst University student as well. And we are just about ready for the opening draw control of this fourth period. Mertland is taking the draw control for Elmhurst. Rosie Nolan took the draw control for Carthage, and the Firebirds win it. So we're just underway here in this fourth period. Carthage with the comfortable lead. The Firebirds scored 6 goals in the first period, 7 goals in the second period, and 5 goals in the third period. Izzy Ramul, number 1 here at the point. Back to Izzy. Carthage sidelines revving it up for Izzy, wanting her to score a goal. Instead, it's going to be Rachel Harris scoring the goal.
Carthage goal, scored by number 23, Rachel Harris.
And for Rachel Harris, that is her third goal. So she gets the hat trick. It's her 49th goal of the year. Again, a running clock situation here at Langhorst Field. So it's 19-0. Rachel Harris with the 3 goals. Piper Lefevre with the 3 goals. Maddie Burney with the 3 goals. Elizabeth Oda with the 3 goals. Balanced scoring attack for the Firebirds. And again, it's Nolan winning the draw control here for the Firebirds. It's Oda on the far wing. Gets it to Harris. Rachel flips it to Rosie Nolan. And now it's Izzy Ramul. Ramul defended by Perez. And now up to the point, it's Ramul. Izzy getting checked by Perez. Izzy still in possession. Now she'll back it off. Here's Harris. In the weave here, Lefevre. Izzy takes the shot, and it's Salmon. Couldn't quite get the save, and it goes in for the goal. I'm not sure if that was, if they're going to give the goal to Izzy or if it was redirected. Let's see if we can, let's take another look at it here. Izzy takes the shot, and there's the save by Salmon. Okay, there you go. It was Shannon Heitschmidt.
Carthage goal scored by number 2, Shannon Heitschmidt.
So the goal by Shannon Heitschmidt, as Salmon couldn't quite solidify the catch, and Shannon picked up the loose ball and put it in the goal, 20-0. A little over 11 minutes to play here in the game. And for Heitschmidt, that is her 3rd goal of the morning. So she has the hat trick as well for the Firebirds. Lefevre quickly off the ground. Gets it to Oda. Tremendous balance in this Carthage team offensively here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Firebirds that have scored at least 3 goals today. Here's one of them, Maddie Burney. Just over 10 minutes remaining here in this game. Ball deflected loose in the crease area. And it looks like it's going to be Amber Moser with her 2nd goal of the game, I believe. 21, let's see if we... Ashley, I don't know if we can take another... Okay, thank you. Here's another look at it here.
21, Amber Moser.
Take a look at it. You're going to see 21 right there. Put it in. Yep. 2nd goal of the game for Amber Moser, and it's 21-0. So a 3-touchdown lead for Carthage. Carthage will improve now to 9-6 overall, and they'll be 500 in the CCIW, 2-2 in the league. 2 league wins against, well, here today against Elmhurst, and their other conference win was against Augustana. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays will fall to 0-10 and 0-4 in the league. And now we've got the hail situation back again. Boy, oh boy, I think this is the 3rd time this morning that we have seen this hail come down here at Langhorst Field. Alessandra Almendarez is out there offensively. You can see her with a white headband, so that means there is a new goalkeeper for Carthage, and it is indeed number 30, Teresa Carpentier. Carpentier is from Warren Township. She's a 5'3" junior. She's logged 48 minutes this season, so the backup goalkeeper in goal for the Firebirds. Now here's Oda. 3-on-2 situation here for Carthage. Ball goes down on the ground, however, and that stops the advantage. Here's Alessandra looking for a goal situation, and she cannot come up with it, and she is upset with herself. She thought she should have had one there. Now she's in the crease area. Boy, she's really looking to score a goal. Of course, the starting goalkeeper ever get a chance to score. Here she is right now, and she does score. So Alessandra Almendarez, the starting goalkeeper, gets the goal for Carthage to make it 22-0 with 7:26 to go. Look at all her teammates. Congratulate her. You see she's wide open there in the middle right-hand part of your monitor there. She gets the catch right there and gets it by Salmon for the goal. And you can see the jubilation by Alessandra after the goal. As the hail continues to come down here out of the west. Under 7 minutes to play here. And so Carthage now 1 goal away from tying their best offensive output of the year. They scored 23 against Augustana last Saturday. Currently have 22 here this morning with 6.5 left. And it's going to be Nolan winning the draw control for Carthage. Hannah Kim on the sprint here on the near sideline. Gets it into the middle to Oda. Pass to the far wing for Carthage, and they'll settle things down and start the offense here. Under 6 minutes left to play. Impressive performance turned in for Carthage, but a rather depleted Blue Jay team here. Again, no reserves for the Blue Jays. Izzy now coughed it up, trying to scoop it back up here for Carthage on the far wing before it goes out of bounds, and she does. Izzy Ramul gets it back now here at the point. Izzy spinning into the crease area. She gets double teamed, and now a whistle and a foul called. And could this be a 8-meter situation? It looks like it is. Free position for Izzy Ramul. And so now the Firebirds are looking for goal number 23, and this would tie their season high. Izzy's shot is high into the left. So the score remains 22-0. Salmon pressured behind the net. Oh, the defender goes. That's Oda that goes down for the Firebirds. Ball down on the field, and Lefevre picks it up. Lefevre guarded by Armstrong here. Oda now in possession. Izzy Ramul takes a shot, the ground ball, and Salmon can't quite control it, so it's going to go to Carthage. Oda off the post. Picked up at the point by Rosie Nolan. Ball down, and here come the Blue Jays now on the attack. Sheppy lost control of it, trying to get it back, and she does. Passes it up ahead here, and it's into the stick of Vanoni. Sanis passes it to Sheppy. Ball down on the ground, picked up now by Carthage. Carthage, here's Oda. Coming up and defended by Perez. Oda in the crease area, the shot and the score. Oda picks up her 4th goal of the game, and it's 23-0 here with a little over 3 minutes to play in the game.
Carthage goal scored by number 7, Elizabeth Oda, assisted by number 2, Shannon Heitschmidt.
Heitschmidt, the freshman, will get the assist. For Oda, it's goal number 4 on the morning. And Carthage has now tied its highest offensive output of the season at 23. Again, they scored 23 against Augustana last Saturday. 2.5 minutes left on this running clock here at Langhorst Field. Carthage, after today, will be at North Central on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. And then Carthage will finish up the regular season at home next Saturday, 1 o'clock against Illinois Wesleyan. Amber Moser coming into the ball game, number 21, has a couple of goals today. Up to the point area is Bernie. And Bernie will hold things. And Carthage. And the shot. And the shot on goal by Alessandra Almendarez, the starting goalkeeper. She already has a goal today. Now it's Perez scooping it up off the ground. Pressure from behind, knocked loose, picked up by Carthage. Hannah Kim pushed out to the near wing. She gives it to Heitschmidt. Heitschmidt now behind the cage. Shot, crease area, and another shot, and a goal. And that's going to be Lefevre with the goal. For Piper, that is her 4th goal of the game. That makes it 24-0 with just 43 seconds remaining in this game. So the Carthage Firebirds coming out here this morning and really putting on an offensive display. And again, Elmhurst without its leading scorer, Gracie Eastman, shorthanded. But Carthage, an impressive 24-0 victory, just 15 seconds remaining. And with a running clock, I'm not even, well, okay, it's Mertland now with the ball for Elmhurst. Final seconds winding down. Can Mertland get off a shot? And she passes it off, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it here from Langhorst Field on Senior Day. Again, we'd like to recognize the 2 Blue Jay seniors, Rosita Hepperly and Cassandra Perez, the 2 seniors on this Blue Jay team. But this morning it was all Carthage as the Firebirds win it by a score of 24-0. So for Ashley Liljeberg, Mark Kruger saying so long from Elmhurst. We hope you enjoyed the game. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Again, Carthage wins it 24-0. So long, everybody.